Hello.
Okay, so my name is Cecilia. By the
Hello,
way.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're talking today a little bit about your album,
Yes,
about your music,
absolutely.
and about your work in general. Big fan.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you.
So, first I want to talk a little bit about tour life. How is it? Like, I wonder, like, you've been on half a tour for 2 years, right?
Dude, I finally, after, it's kind of been like I've been bottled up for 2 years, and to be back where I kind of belong, and I think Yungblud really reveals itself and reveals its magic when it's on the road. Because Yungblud is about community. It's about coming together. You know what I mean? And I think obviously through a pandemic we had to do what we had to do and come together online on the internet, but it's about people.
Yeah.
And it's about seeing each other. And I think, as I say, like, I feel like I'm alive again.
Great.
Like, truly, I think, like,
Yeah.
we're especially going into this new album with all, like, I've been sitting on this art and I've been sitting on this energy for 2 years, and now it's just like bang. And I just feel
Cool.
so happy.
Okay. And how can I imagine tour life being? Like, you were yesterday in Milan, right?
Yes.
Like, how's that? Like, you're going from place to place. How does a normal tour day look like?
As I say, like, I think if we're on tour, we kind of wake up on the bus. I'll wake up like 11 because I'm usually up till like 4. Because obviously when we're driving, all the windows go up, and you're just like chilling out and you're like drinking and with your friends and like playing music, and you're like, holy shit, it's 7 a.m. You know what I mean? So then we'll like sleep till like 11 till 12. I'll get up, have a cup of coffee. I think as the venues are getting bigger, it's nice because we have like loading docks, so I can go and see the city a little bit more. So a car will take me out and I'll be able to see the city.
So you really got the chance. Did you see something of the
Yeah, I've been walking around Zurich all morning, which is nice. It's beautiful. And then come back, sound check, start drinking, play a show, rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Amazing. Okay, cool. And how is it like with family and friends, like who are not with you? Like, how do you feel like?
To be honest, I fly a lot of people out. I think again, like, I always like. I like places feeling like home.
Nice.
You know, I think I always try and make people feel homely, and like there's always candles on, and there's always that we go out for dinner and we always sit together. I think loneliness is a big fear of mine, and abandonment is a big fear of mine, so I like to keep the vibes like really nice for everyone. You know what I mean? It's important to me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
really.
It's cool. Beautiful. I think like even like when you can see the show tonight, like it's about making people feel loved and comfortable. I really feel people a lot. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of a gift that God given me somewhere. Like I feel people's loneliness, I feel people's sadness, and I try and change it. You know what I mean? I spent a lot of time in my imagination when I was growing up. I spent a lot of time in my head because I didn't want to be in the place I was in, and I never want people to feel like that. So I always try and like when every person I meet, even if I don't know them, if I detect loneliness from them in a cafe or sadness, I'll like go and have a conversation with them or something, even if they think I'm mental. You know what I mean? I try.
No,
I think the answer to a better world lies with our generation, and I think it's just having the courage to kind of fight for it. You know what I mean? Like the world can be better. I just think it takes bollocks to say that and to stand up and say that and to be like, we can do something about it, instead of kind of running away from that idea.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's not a massive.
Really nice.
It's actually not a massive fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like if we
we
all work together, you can start. Yeah.
And then
everyone's like, "Will I
together.
change the world?" It's like, yeah, just be not like make people feel loved. That's hate is only a response. It's only a mirror. It's only a response to what people have felt. You know what I mean?
Very true. Very true. Okay.
Sorry, we get deep.
No, I love that. I love that, really. So I'm writing for a queer magazine.
Sick.
And also, like, my whole content that I'm doing is about queerness. So I want to talk a little bit about your queerness.
Yeah,
That's fine.
absolutely.
So I did some research, obviously, and trying to find out a
Yeah.
little bit what you were talking about. And I found this article from Attitude magazine, I
Yeah.
think, where you talked the first time a bit more openly about these topics.
Fully.
But it's like 2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago, yeah.
So where are you right now? Like, what's the
I
story?
think
What's the
what's
journey?
beautiful about sexuality and this whole idea of self-expression in terms of our love is that our generation is educating each other so quickly. I think because like the difference between us and previous generations is we have the internet.
Mm.
And the thing about the internet is everyone has a voice. The media cannot censor anything. So if the media were moving with the times and a media outlet was like maybe homophobic or didn't want to showcase the beauty in people expressing themselves, they could hide it. And it wouldn't transcend as much. So people wouldn't see it and people would hide who they really are. I think the beauty of the internet is it provides us with answers, but most importantly questions about who we are.
Sure.
And I think the first Attitude interview, I was like, oh, well, I'm fluid, and I didn't really know what I was. And then with my second Attitude interview and finding my community and kind of it being based around no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter who you want to love, no matter what colour you are, no matter what you want to express, you will not be just accepted here, you'll be loved for it. You will be genuinely held for it. And they taught me as much as I maybe taught them. That's the point of Yungblud. Yungblud isn't me as you look at me. It's me, it's you, it's all of us.
It's a community.
It's a community to grow together. If no matter what you are, if you see yourself as boring and uncolourful, or you see yourself as the wackiest, craziest person ever, you'll be loved for it. And I think they taught me that the terminology of pansexuality, and they taught me the term and what it meant and how we grow together and the way that expression provides information. Because I go, that person's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? Oh, well, they're that. What does that mean? Well, I think that's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might be different later. And that's so beautiful to have a safe space.
For real.
To be able to change. And to be able to educate. And to not be able to ridicule.
Mm.
This is all about love.
True.
It's all about love. I think when I was young, it seemed like such a cliche to me. Everything's about love.
Mm.
When I was trying to be cool.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When I wanted to play angry punk music.
Mm.
And the show is a rock and roll show. It's aggressive and sexy and leather and sweaty and rock and roll, but it's all about love. Because why is it a cliche? Why have so many people said it? Because it comes down to everything.
Sure.
Everything comes down to love. And that's the point, and that's the thing I want my generation to do. It's very easy to be like, yo, I support everyone.
Yeah, but
A lot of artists say something and say nothing at all. It's very easy to just kind of be on stage and hold up a pride flag and take credit for it.
Sure.
But it's not about that for me. It's about fighting and changing perception. It's about meeting people who would have grown up with a different ideology. So maybe they think a certain community within the queer community is weird or strange or different. And when they think that, it is it's such a fine line for me. I don't want to ridicule them. I want to fucking change them. I want to make them realise that their words and their feeling is someone else's life. It's my life. It's your life. It's not about going, you're fucking wrong, fuck you. It is if they fucking hate. But if they don't know, how are you supposed to know the sky's blue if you've been told it's green your whole life?
Sure.
It's up to us to educate. And that's the thing. I don't mind getting in trouble for this cause. It's very easy for a pop artist to go, I support this and take credit for it. But I want to get my hands dirty. I want to fight, and I want to get bloody, and I want to change it. And I want my community to have the courage to change it. Because if you meet someone who is spreading hate, and you spread hate back, there's only more hate. You look them in the eye and you try and change their perception. And that is how we will win, because it might not be for us now, but it might be for their kid, or it might be for somebody in their gang of people might go, they have a point. And then that seed spreads, and then they become the minority. The hate gets smaller. The hate gets smaller and smaller. Do you know what I'm saying though?
I get goosebumps.
But do you know what I'm saying? It's not about ridiculing and cancel culture and blah blah blah. It's about change. It's about change. It's about you made a mistake.
No.
This is why this is wrong, because I meet people every day who go through immense pain just to be who they are. And for you to say a comment that you didn't realise was offensive, that you didn't realise this is what it does, and then that person, if they are good in their heart, goes, maybe I should change it. And if they don't do that, that's when I have a problem with them.
Sure.
But when I have a problem with them, I don't go, never speak to me again. I say it again and 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 again until it goes in the fucking head. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's the way we win this fight. It's not by fighting back in a physical hateward sense.
No.
It's about education. And it's about going, your words and your actions do this to somebody else. And this is how I feel.
And I feel that very much with you, really. Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's like I am not afraid to be cancelled on the internet. I am not afraid to be hated, because I know my goal and I know the people I sit with.
Right.
And talk to, you know what I mean? It's like,
I mean,
that's
really,
the
wow.
battle for it all. In terms of it all, it's not about. It's like, if you look at anybody who exponentially push things forward in terms of race. If you look at like someone like Martin Luther King as well, like, while he was being shouted at, he spread love with his message. In terms of equality, in terms of his fight and his belief. Soon as you throw a punch back, your argument is destroyed. Because then it just becomes barbaric. It needs to be about love, because the message you are showing is about love and acceptance and equality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very much. Cool.
Killer, man.
No, I love this, really. Like, who the fuck cares about normal interview questions, to be honest?
I love that. I love it when we talk.
Nice conversations.
Yeah.
So thank you for being so open.